Say the name so we can just...
I will not say my name.
My name is Mike Colter.
And my name is Finn Jones.
I wish I had a voice as deep and sexy as yours.
Listen, it's a power. It's a very.
I know. I've seen.
It's a curse.
I've
It's a
seen
curse.
the women fall at your
It's a
feet
curse.
just by listening
It's
to
a
your
curse.
voice.
It's a curse.
It's not a curse. It's a
curse.
wonderful
It
power.
is. Oh, this is not running, by the way.
Oh, you missed out on all that
Whoops.
juiciness. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry. I'm Mike Colter, and this is my buddy Finn Jones.
Hi, I'm Finn. Hello.
There you go. I saved you. You would have been sitting here with nothing.
A real life superhero.
Real life superhero. Here I come to save the day.
And right.
So can you guys talk about bringing this iconic friendship to life, in the series?
It's, I mean, really, first of all, it comes from the writing, and we were blessed that we had scripts written by Marco and his team that were just fantastic. Like, they really understood Danny and Luke's friendship at its core, and when we first come together, it's not like a, hey, we're BFFs, you know, there's tension there, there's conflict, there's a difference in ideologies and cultures, and it's really nice that we start with tension, and then out of that we build into a kind of a mutual understanding and appreciation for each other. I think that creates a really real dynamic between us, and it's just been super fun working with Mike. Like, we have a good energy between us as actors and as characters.
So who would win in a fight, Iron Fist or Luke Cage?
Well, maybe you have to tune in to find out.
Yeah, I can't give you that, buddy.
I think we work best when we're working together.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, they're the two characters have some of the best team ups in Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
Do you guys become buddies like that? Can we expect to see some moments similar to that?
It's interesting. I was just reading a comic book, some of the newer Iron Fist Power Man comic books. They're really kind of,
yeah.
And, you know, it's so many places to take it that are not feasible for us as I guess as you look at television landscape and what it would take to tell that story and the intricacies of that. But I was reading one, you know, where Jessica's home with the baby and we're hanging out and stuff like that. It's just the phone conversations and the things that are going on. It's funny. It's really cool.
It's great.
And
I mean, I personally, I'd love to see Heroes for Hires later on down the line.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you know, no one's spoken to me about
2026.
it, but
You guys can wait
it
for
would
that.
be great. I think there's so much room for like really intelligent conversation, but then also just a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
So that would be cool.
What was your favorite scene that you guys shot together?
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, they were all pretty awesome. The fight scene's pretty good.
Yeah.
The scene towards the end when we're holed up in the.
Well, wait a minute. Don't tell them that.
But you know, like we're in the, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know when.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's good.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. No, I get it now. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
How hard is it not to talk about your job? You know, knowing as an ad yet, and obviously when you do this Marvel stuff, there's a lot, you know, you're signing NDAs, you know, and you know, you lead your normal lives, and even your own colleagues and friends who watch the series.
I don't talk to them at all about it. Just that way, no slip-ups. But most people I talk to who are friends and colleagues, it's a funny thing. I could tell them, because this is what friends do. You can tell them exactly what you're doing, because I have so little social time. I can tell them exactly what I'm doing, and a month later when I see them again, or 2 weeks later, they'll ask me the exact same question again. I will tell them exactly what I'm doing, and they'll ask me because they can't process and they can't absorb, because that's just the world we're in. They want to hear, but at the same time, they can't retain anything. And they're totally confused anyway.
But it's also like, you know, going back to that, like, I definitely, whenever I'm talking about the show to anyone, I always just feel like, is there someone watching? Like, it's like the secrecy is imprinted on you so hardcore that it's like you get into a permanent state of like paranoid psychosis. Like, are the Marvel snipers around listening to me right now?
And I don't
If
have any
say
friends
this-
anyway, to be quite honest. I don't have many friends.
Oh, your friend, Mike.
Not really. I know, but we know everything. We know the same stuff, so it's not. I don't have any friends outside of this universe. It's kind of
Yeah, they care. None of my
They
friends
care.
care.
Yeah, none of
None
them
of my
really
friends
care.
care.
You know.
I was like, what are you doing again? Iron Fist?
Oh,
what
yeah,
is that?
what's that?
Oh, don't worry about
okay,
it.
don't worry about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any chance we might see Iron Fist pop up in season 2 of Luke Cage?
It's possible.
There's a possibility there.
Do we see the romance?
I'll take that answer.
Do we see the romance between Jessica and Luke come to life again, or is that kind of a close trap at this point?
It's one of those things where, you know, the flame is not out. Let's be honest. I mean, come on. This is one of those things. But we have a lot of things going on. We have to do a lot of fighting. We have to save New York City. I have to sort this thing out with, you know, Danny Rand. We have a lot of stuff going on.
We got to sort this Danny
This
Rand
whole
situation
thing
out.
is going. So, I mean, I think there's progress. I think we make some strides. But this is a long-form television series that, you know, we can go there now. But then where do we have to go? I think it takes time.
It's also not the time and place. Like, there's
No,
impending
it's
doom. It's not
impending
like,
doom.
oh, I'm going to have
It's very difficult to
budding
it's like-
romance in the
yeah.
middle of like severe danger.
It's like I've seen a few. I mean, have anyone seen these episodes of Naked and Afraid? It's a very interesting show on
I actually saw a
National
bit of that the
Geographic.
other day. It's
Yeah,
weird.
It's weird. Well, they're naked. And they're afraid. They're naked, but they're also afraid.
Well,
so
how,
the nudity.
how does this relate to anything?
Well, because the nudity is something, but the fear supersedes the nudity. So even if you're with someone like Jessica and I, you're never really thinking about that because it's too much danger.
Yeah, okay, I got
you know, you can't really. Oh, it's like,
No,
oh,
it's
you're
an
naked, but
analogy.
there's a meteor coming at us. You know, so there you go.
But no one's gonna see, people are gonna see the interviews before they see the series. So where are we all with your characters?
At the beginning of the series.
Yes.
So the beginning of the series, obviously Danny at the end of season 1 of Iron Fist really effed up. He, for whatever reason, he was negligent of his responsibilities and caused a lot of damage in the process. And so starting season 1 of Defenders, he has like really heavy heart of guilt of what he's done. And his way of dealing with that is just attacking his mission head on with a lot more like vigorous like responsibility and purpose. So he's like super tuned in, super focused, and just like hurting, guilt-ridden.
And Luke, where are we at with him?
In the beginning?
Yeah.
Well, in the beginning, listen, Luke has got a tone for, not tone for a sense, he's just dealing with the judicial system that in America we know is very complicated. But eventually you have to sort of deal with that. You have to sort of face the music. Luke was wrongfully incarcerated. And so he's been running from that. Now he's gonna deal with that and get that monkey off his back, and now he's gonna go out there with a whole new, outlook on life. Because now he doesn't have to run. Once he gets that out of his system and he's changed, now he can have a normal life, and that's a huge deal for him. So new Luke Cage coming out in Defenders, and in season 2 we're just changing things up, man. It's gonna be quite a journey for him.
Speaking of music, I thought Luke Cage's soundtrack was just absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever have any input in what kind of music?
Actually, I do. Me and Chael and I talk, and I actually have a great idea about something right now. And I can't tell you exactly what. No, oh yeah, it's a musical. It's a musical. No, but honestly, so season 2 has another feel to it. Music is going to be great. I can't wait for it. Some of the musical guests that we have on are just incredible. I mean, one time I can't tell you exactly what it was, but I was shooting this other scene, and simultaneously they were shooting something else. They came over and told me, "Oh yeah, you got to come and hear this band." And I'm like, nobody ever told me what the band's name was. And I found out after the fact, I almost lost my mind. I'm going, I love those guys. So I can only tell you that we have a wonderful musical field that's coming for season 2, and I do have some input. But how we sort of came to this whole musical genre for season 2 was Cheo had come to my home for a birthday party, and we were sitting there listening to a certain type of music, and we looked at each other, and I was like, you know what, there's not been one bad song so far, and can't tell you that.
Oh, come on, tell me.
I can't tell you. And it was Pandora, and I'm sitting there, and I put it in, and because I was just, no, I can't. If I tell you that, no, because these microphones pick up.
They pick up everything.
So, but that's what happened. He was like, you're right, and we're jamming. I mean, honestly, we're just having such a great time. We're going, this music is great. Why this is gonna be season 2. And I thought he was joking. And he was like, he kept saying, yeah, this is gonna be season 2.
Heavy metal.
And kid you not, like 2 months later, he was like, he kept talking about it. I'm going, how are you gonna incorporate that? And he found a way, and that has been a big part of season 2. So I can't wait.
Because piggybacking off of that, so the lead season 2, we have Lucy Lee directing the first episode. How do you feel about that? How is it working with her?
Well, her episode I think is in the can. I think they're finished editing it. I just talked to her like a couple days ago. She was great. She's an actress director. It was something that she came really prepared for, and just really was so passionate and so excited about working on the show. And she made the crew. The crew would do everything for her because she's just that kind of person. So we had a great time. It was a great episode. Hope it turns out well, and we'll see. But the writing this season has been very unique because we know the show now. We know the world we're in, and we know sort of like what works and what doesn't work, and we're just gonna like really double down on those stuff. So look forward to a very exciting and very kind of relevant and pop culture heavy show.
With the Defenders, when you're talking about directing, do you feel the continuity is the same when you have a new showrunner and he's bringing on your characters in which you've worked with?
Yeah, you do actually. I
showrunners?
think the credit to Marco for that, because it's not easy taking all of these different characters and trying to bring them into its own cohesive tone.
Yeah.
And actually, I've always thought that season 1 of Iron Fist and season 1 of Defenders is Danny's first full arc as Iron Fist, and I never really felt there was a difference. Like we have the same crews, some of the same directors, you know. So
In fairness to Marco, was able to sort of draw from the other showrunners. They were in contact.
Yeah.
You know, they were not writing, but they were able to help him make sure he sort of kept the same tone for each character. You know, dialogue, themes, and things that we dealt with. Every showrunner was there for him to lean on. Hey, you know, running past some things. Does this jive well? And also us, we know the characters as well as anybody. So if it didn't feel right, we would give him a note, and he was very open to that. And that's something that really helped a lot.
It was really cool that, you know, because everyone has worked with their character for at least one season. Coming into Defenders, I certainly had a lot of input into how Danny's direction went. You know, there were times I didn't think Danny was being true to what I thought he should be. Like I pitched in, and it was a really good collaborative environment. And Marco allowed that flexibility and freedom, which is great.
Besides working with other defenders, do you get to see you guys interact with some other supporting characters on other shows? And is anything
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we do. Yeah.
Pineapples on pizza. How do y'all feel about that?
Fuck yeah, I love pineapples and pizza.
No.
Come on.
Pineapples on
Guys,
pizza. I like anchovies.
Hawaiian pizza. Hawaiian pizza with anchovies.
Listen,
I'd go
salt and sweet go together, but I like a feta watermelon kind of thing, you know? Feta
get it,
watermelon.
all right, that's it. This
you know?
is
Feta watermelon. No.
I do like that.
Thank you.